challengers, welcome to FITT Fitness. My name is Kacie and I'm here to bring you your lower body workout. So we're going to go ahead and get started here, and we're going to do some marching. Keeping it simple. We want to get our heart rate up a little bit during this warm-up, get the blood flowing throughout the body, throughout the muscles, so that they're nice and woken up and ready to work hard for a little bit. This is going to be a pretty short workout. And so we want to get in as much movement as we can. So just keep going here for 30 seconds. You're going to bring your hands to your knees. If you have trouble with balance a little bit, you can always have a chair close by to keep you steady if you want to go like this or something. We're going to keep going for about 14 seconds here. And already I can start to feel my quads burning, the front part of my thighs. And so this is great. So we're kind of getting a short workout here, even with our warm-up. So now we're going to do toy soldiers. This is really going to wake up your hamstrings, the back of your thighs. So I'm bringing my legs up here. I'll show you from the side. You're keeping your back nice and straight. Your core is engaged. You're going to pinch your scapula like you're trying to hold a pencil in between. So you're not hunching over. This is a no-no. Keep it nice and straight. That'll really help your posture. And once again, already getting tired. Doing this for a minute is going to really wake up those hamstrings. And if you feel like this is a bit much, you can bring it lower, or if your range of motion isn't that great, you can keep it low. Otherwise, we'll keep it high. From here, we're going to shake that out. Let's do some hip opens. Like you're bringing your leg over a chair, stepping out wide. This is going to wake up the inside of the leg. That tends to be tighter because we sit a lot, and so muscles that we use for sitting, like our glutes, the insides of our legs, those can be pretty tight. Overactive is what they call them. So we want to wake those up, stretch those out a little bit in a dynamic, moving way to get them ready for this workout. Gonna keep going here. We got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna go into quad pulls. Like I said before, if you start feeling tired from this, feel free to shake it out and then get right back into it. This is a warm-up, so we're not really trying to overexert ourselves here. So let's go ahead and do those quad pulls. Just pulling back in a quick motion. Whoop. You can try to maintain your balance by holding onto a chair or a wall or a partner. We're just going to pull back here and feel that little stretch in the quads. You may be used to doing this as a cool down where you hold and stretch the quad, but for this, it's just a quick movement. We have less than 30 seconds here. All right, doing great. Almost done. Got that nice cloud cover, protect us from the sun. This is great to do outside. You get the fresh air, you get sunshine, you're moving, you're exercising, you got your water. So a really great way to get all of those principles into our daily living. Now we're going to go to boxer shuffles. This movement is going to be your friend for the next few minutes that we're here together. This is what you'll do in between each workout or each exercise to kind of get that heart moving a little more. And I'll show you different ways of how you can do those recovery movements. So from here, we're going to be going to a deadlift with light weights. And I'll show you what that looks like in a few seconds here. Okay, I'm going to pause. You can keep going for another 20 seconds. But deadlifts, we're going to be hinging at the hip, knees slightly bent, back straight. And you're going to bring your weights down then lift. You should feel contraction in your glutes, hamstrings. Gonna go down again, and then lift. All right, so let's go ahead and do those deadlifts. Hinging at the hips, then coming back. You wanna make sure your back is straight. You're not hunched over like this, you wanna keep it straight. And you wanna feel that contraction in your glutes. You're gonna keep going here. Go as low as you're able to, whatever your range of motion is. This is a nice, easy start. All right, let's go ahead and go into those boxer shuffles. Next up, we're gonna be doing some lunging. So we're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna be doing a forward to a side lunge. So we have 7 seconds here. I'll show you forward lunge, and then to the side. Let's get started. Forward, we'll do one leg for 15 seconds, and then we'll go to the next one. If you have a mat, it's a great idea to move it out of the way here. Let's go to the other side. When you do a lunge, make sure that your back is standing straight when you go to the side, leaning forward a little bit when you go forward. You don't want to exaggerate it too much. So now we're gonna go ahead and go back to those boxer shuffles. Your heart rate really is gonna go up here. And we're gonna be doing an invisible jump rope jack. I kind of made up that name. I don't know if there's another name for it. It'll be cool if you let me know. But it's gonna look like this, I'll show you. You're gonna be going out to the side for 5 or so, and then front and back. So we're gonna get started here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of like when you do this one, it's like doing a jumping lunge, but not nearly as exaggerated. All right, got 4 seconds here, and then we're gonna rest. Now, you could do boxer shuffles, or you can just swing your arms, move your legs. Let that heart rate come down so that you can give the next exercise your best. But we wanna keep moving because we only have 11 minutes left in this workout, and we wanna give it our best. I want you to grab something that you can jump over, and we're gonna do a single leg hop. I'm gonna start on my right leg. I'm gonna jump over this dumbbell. If you feel like that's gonna be a hazard for you, move it out the way. And you're just hopping back and forth on one leg, 30 seconds. If your balance isn't too great, grab a chair and keep going. All right, let's shake that out. And we're gonna do the other leg, and then we'll be doing this whole sequence over again at the top. So we're gonna shake that off. We got 15 seconds here to rest, and we're gonna do the other leg. If you have a jump rope or string, something to give you an idea of what you're jumping over, that's great. I think the dumbbell is a bit too big for me. So we're gonna go ahead and go. Another 30 seconds, side hop. At first, you may be thinking like, what's the point? But this is great for balance. It's gonna be working your entire leg. Your core needs to stabilize you, so make sure that you're keeping that core strong. Bringing in that belly button to your spine. And make sure you're breathing. That's also important. All right, we got 2 seconds here. All right, let's get to that rest. And we're gonna just keep going here. Feel free to take a quick water break. It's important. We're gonna keep going here. It's okay, let it fall. And we're gonna be going right back into those deadlifts. All right, just a few more seconds here. Okay, and we're gonna go into our deadlifts. Grab your weights. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. Remember, your back is straight. You're bringing it down. You don't wanna arch it too much. Try to keep it neutral, tucking in that pelvis. And using your glutes to bring you up. Now I think we're doing a little bit less than 30 seconds here. You can pause to do more if you want. Then go right back into those boxer shuffles. Next up, we're gonna switch it up this time, and we're gonna do those invisible jump rope jacks next. We got 14 seconds here. I'm gonna rest my legs a little bit because this one is a doozy when you do it for a long time. So 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do those jacks. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, if you lose count of which one you're on or how many you've done, don't worry about it. The idea here is that you're moving your legs in and out, switching as you go. We got 4 seconds here. We're gonna do another rest. This one, I'm just gonna swing the arms and step, give my legs a break because we're going into those lunges next. Going into the lunges. Remember this one, you don't wanna put too much stress on your knees. So we're gonna make sure that we're leaning forward, keeping our front heel planted on the ground. I'll show you what I mean. Starting now, forward lunge, heel planted, and then off to the side. Whoops. Forward lunge. I strongly suggest that you get rid of the mat so that it won't get in your way. Now the other leg. And this just shows you, not everyone's perfect. Maybe some people. I'm definitely not. Sometimes I mess up. And that's okay. We're all learning together. The most important thing is that you're moving and that you're staying safe. If those lunges were too much for you, it's okay. Just go with the range of motion that you can and follow along as much as you can. We're gonna be doing those hops again. For the last time, let's go with the right leg, hopping back and forth. Or in the same place. I find that going back and forth is more interesting and a little bit more dynamic. It really helps with that balance. And you really start feeling that burn all the way up and down your leg. 2 seconds. Woo! Let's shake it out. You really feel it in the shin and upper leg, just the whole entire leg, because you're using one leg to lift all of your body weight. It's pretty intense. In a few minutes here, we're going to be doing the last hop, and then we'll go into our cool down, and that's it. So we're going to start now. 3, 2, 1. Last hop, side to side. Making sure you're breathing. If you lose your balance, don't worry about it, just jump back into it. You're doing great. We only have 10 seconds here, so give it all you have. Your very best. Your very best 3 seconds. 2, 1, and that is it. We're done. Let's go ahead and stretch out those muscles that we just worked. Rotating our ankles a little bit. If you want, you can go into what's called a down dog pose. Really, you're just putting your hands on the ground, your heels planted, and you're gonna push up. Let it stretch for a little bit. You can really target your calves, a little bit of your hamstrings. You'll feel a stretch in there. And we'll go for a few more seconds here. This is definitely hitting the calves. All right, let's go ahead and come up. We're gonna hang down like the deadlift, keeping your back straight. But you're just gonna hang here for a little bit. Just let it nice and loose. As you feel the stretch, feel free to go deeper into it. Feels good. Make sure that you're breathing. Let your heart rate come back down. You can come up here and do those quad pulls, but this time you're holding it. You can grab a chair to keep your balance. Pulling that leg. You're not leaning forward like an ice skater. You're just standing up nice and tall. Squeeze the glute to feel more of a stretch there. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Typically, you want to hold these stretches for about 30 seconds, depending on how much time you have, 20 to 30 about. And it gives your body a chance to know what you want it to do. Okay, and we're gonna finish there. If you want to keep cooling down, doing more stretches, go for it. But I just encourage you guys to keep moving throughout the day. Get some water. You'll need it. Get some sunshine, fresh air, good nutrition. Make sure you get those carbs and proteins. And you have a great day. Just let the healing begin.